Good morning. We are in person at the Town of Lawrence Municipal Building in North Lawrence, New York, and also streaming live. We're here for a public hearing for Bioenergy LF1 LLC. Bioenergy LF1 LLC submitted an application to the issuer, a copy of which has been posted to our website and is on file at the office. The application requests the issuer consider undertaking a project for the benefit of the company. The project consists of the acquisition of an interest in approximately 8 acres of land located at 925 County Route 54 in the town of Lawrence, the construction on the land of an anaerobic digester to process cow manure, including flushing systems, a new manure handling system, hydrolyzer, agitators, the acquisition and installation thereon, of certain machinery and equipment. All of the foregoing to constitute an anaerobic digester and other directly and indirectly related activities. The granting of certain financial assistance with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions from certain sales and use taxes, real property taxes, real estate transfer taxes, mortgage recording taxes, collectively referred to as financial assistance. The financing of a portion of the costs of the foregoing by the issuance of its industrial revenue bonds in one or more issues or series in an aggregate principal amount sufficient to pay the costs undertaking the project, together with necessary incidental costs in connection therewith, presently estimated to be $18 million, and in any event, not to exceed $20 million. The lease or sale of the project facility to the company or such persons as may be designated by the company and agreed upon by the issuer. The issuer is considering whether to undertake the project to provide financial assistance with respect to the project, including issuing obligations, exemption from mortgage recording taxes, transfer taxes, exemption from sales, state and local sales use taxes with respect to construction and renovation, an exemption of deed transfer taxes, real estate transfer gains taxes, and any real estate transfer with respect to the project. If the issuer determines to proceed with the project and the issuance of the obligation, interest on the obligation issued by the issuer may be excluded from gross income taxes for federal income tax purposes pursuant to section 142A(6) of the code. The project facility will be acquired, constructed, reconstructed, renovated, and installed by the issuer and will be sold or leased by the issuer to the company or its designee pursuant to the project agreement, requiring the company or its designee to make payments equal to the debt service on the obligations and to make certain other payments. The obligations issued by the issuer will be a special obligation of the issuer payable solely out of the certain proceeds of the agreement and certain other assets of the issuer pledged to the repayment of the obligations. The obligations shall not be a debt of the state of New York or St. Lawrence County, and neither the state nor the county shall be liable thereon. It is anticipated that the issuer will determine the project constitute a type 2 action pursuant to Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law, and accordingly, no environmental impact statement or any other determination or procedure is required. A transcript or summary report of this hearing will be made available to the members of the issuer, the Board of Legislatures. Approval of issuance of any portion of the obligations intended to be issued as federal tax-exempt obligations by the Board of Legislatures is necessary in order for the interest on such portion of the obligations to qualify for exemptions from federal income taxation. The issuer will now hear all persons with views on the location, nature of the project, financial assistance be contemplated by the issuer in connection with the proposed project or the proposal plan of financing. We'll now open it up for comment. All right, we have nobody here live or connected via the streaming service. We will wait about another 12 minutes or so, see if anybody shows up to voice comment.
So now you just pause your live thing until somebody comes in?
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Streaming some jazz music for them.
Oh, nice. Because I'm literally, so how long you got your in here? Oh, that's terrible. I was thinking it was gonna be a long time.
No, it's unlike the state, when they do these things, they have to be open for 2 hours. And they pay their attorneys, we pay their attorneys.
Yeah.
And their staff to go sit in these communities for that 2-hour period. Drive up from Alton too.
Right, so then you pay for the grant, right?
But I think of all the state public hearings I've coordinated, we've had 2 people show up.
What can I get? I get that a lot of times government's not straightforward. And is that what this is? I mean, is that literally what this is? So it's sidestepping the closed door handshakes that used to happen, that should have happened. Is
In
that what this
theory,
is
that's
about?
what it's about.
Yeah.
The way they go about it, it's nothing but a money grab to people that know how to work the system. You know, like the project we're dealing with here is anaerobic digester going in on big farm. You know, we're gonna provide a sales and use tax exemption. We're a conduit for financing, which they have to find a bank to finance, and it just comes to us, so it'd be tax exempt. But that's it. I mean, it qualifies for its own pilot, you know, for by digesters, it's exactly for this purpose. You know, so it's just nonsense there.
Well, it's just like solar.
Yeah.
What's the downfall to solar? What is the downfall to solar?
You know, the biggest downfall to solar, and there's a couple things.
There are, sure.
The biggest thing is losing prime farmland, because that's the easiest land to go onto.
Understandable, but when you're talking about farmers, they're not running farmlands anymore because they can't afford it.
Well,
Because they're losing money.
and you're getting $700,000 an acre to lease it out for 20, 30, 40 years. I mean, it's a great retirement system for some of these folks.
And they're not really getting rich.
No,
I
no,
mean,
but it's extra income that, you know, it's real extra income. You know, especially when you're talking 40 or 80 acres, you know, at $1,000 an acre, that's good money every year.
because what is, so they're making $45,000
About that.
a year. But people are thinking, oh, you know, they're getting.
But it's not like the wind farms, right? Because the wind farms, you're talking a much greater dollar amount.
Well, I think we have friends that have, I think he has two windmills on his property. And I want to say he gets like $10,000 a month. That might be crazy number.
That's probably not as crazy as you would think.
For some reason, I guess I'm not 100% sure what the number is, but that number is what
It kind of rings a bell,
sits
doesn't
in my
it?
head.
Yeah.
So in that case, yes, people are making money on wind. They're not making as much money on solar.
They're not, and they're sacrificing, and I use the term loosely, that they're sacrificing, they're putting on hold the use of their land for 20 to 40 years. And what I like about the solar projects, you know they're not to be developed into something else, and they're there for your kids or grandkids. Yeah, they'll get that land back. And, you know, from that standpoint, it really is an attractive deal. You know, everybody gets a little bit of money, the communities all get a little bit of money, and it's preserving.
Like Craig Laws, just for instance, because he's a little town, His son doesn't want to build for him. He's getting older.
Yep.
Look at, so one of the properties that Stafford leases is owned by Regents. Regent is 80. His son is 60. His son doesn't have any children. So that's farmland that's just gonna get swallowed up by Stafford's farm. He's gonna buy it from him once Billy and John die.
Yep.
Or
some of the other land, big farmers are releasing it for a couple $1,000 a year, just to keep it active. And they're the folks that generally are more vocal about these solar projects, and it makes sense, but they certainly can't keep that kind of value. So,
and Stafford's killing the property value anyway because he can pay whatever he wants.
Right.
And they're gonna pay it, and whoever's selling it to him is gonna get it.
Yep.
Because why wouldn't you? So they're killing property values in our town.
For vacant land, they are, it's a big hit. Where they're helping, I think, is for existing homes. So you see home values go up, but you're seeing vacant land values either stay stagnant or go down. Rich Williams.
That's the last story.
In the middle of a public hearing, you just rang online. How are you, Dennis? Actually, let me call you back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you. Change up that public hearing a little bit, let her Dennis talk. My phone's playing the music. so yep.
So I'm a district director for the state town association. And our big thing is the website. The whole big thing, ideally it'd be great if everybody could have a website, like the mandates that, what we have to put online is ludicrous. And there are.
Well, then they try to make it so it's usable.
Yeah.
We have so much shit on our website. I can't find anything. It's mandated by state law.
Yeah, absolutely. So we fight to not have that because there are certain areas in New York State that don't have access to it. There's probably 10%.
Jeez. All right, let's get some information on here.
I was actually thinking about this.
It's ludicrous. Ludicrous. Okay, we're at 10:15. We've received no comment for or against the project. We will now close the public hearing. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.